Hello ladies, gentlemen and gentle people. Welcome to another of our interviews here at Broadband World Forum in Amsterdam and in person. Now, my next guest is fantastic Lise Fuhr, the Director General of the European Telecommunications Network Operators Association, ETNO for short, and in fact an old new guest because, Lisa, I had the pleasure of interviewing you around this time last year.
Yes.
I'm going to say much better in person.
It is for sure.
Now, hopefully an easy question for you, just to start you off. What is your vision for the next digital decade?
Well, for short, it is rollout of 5G and fiber. But I think for us, the 5G, it's important, it's delivering ubiquitous connectivity for all the citizens, and again, the fiber will also be the backbone of citizens' communication.
So you've mentioned there connectivity, the backbone of it. Are you seeing any other role for telcos in that digital decade?
I see a lot of roles here. I think networks will actually help the greening of society. So I see that we can actually help industry, we can help citizens, but also make life easier for everyone. We've seen during the pandemic how it actually helped us keeping up our work, schools, etc. So I think we all recognize the role of infrastructure and connectivity for society. But I think there is much more to it. I actually think infrastructure will help us become more innovative, more competitive. It's extremely important for Europe.
I want to pick up there, Lisa, where you mentioned the greening of society, and this was a big theme that we talked about last year. Taking a step back, there's going to be the COP26 climate conference in Glasgow in a few weeks' time. Looking at Europe, what do you feel about the kind of wider ambitions for greening society? And again, where do telcos kind of push and get in there?
Well, if you look at the Commission, they have the transition, which is the greening and the digital. So I think that this transformation into having the digital helping the greening of Europe is extremely important, and it's an important signal from the Commission. We see a lot of initiatives. The Green Digital Coalition is an example. And I think telcos, together with other industries, play an essential role. We are facilitators of other industries. 5G will actually help the healthcare industry, it will help the manufacturing industry. It will have robots, it will help robots do a lot of things that can actually, again, minimize the CO2 emissions. So I think one of the foundation of going green will be digital, and I think the Commission has realized it, they're supporting it, and there are a lot of interesting initiatives.
On those initiatives, what do you see? What can operators actually expect in the way of support, facilitation from regulators in going that way?
Well, I really hope that we get help from regulators in rolling out more fiber and also 5G in total. That can be done by helping how we actually deploy fiber and 5G, so easier access to getting permissions, easier access to digging, etc. I think there are a lot of initiatives, but that being said, I think we as telcos have our part. We use renewable energy, which is important, and we're also buying new equipment that is more energy efficient. So we have a part of greening our own industry, but also helping other industries.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Now, again, we've mentioned we're actually here in person in Amsterdam. So what have you seen already at the show, and what perhaps do you think coming up which has really caught your eye?
What I've actually seen is an industry that's eager to help connect Europe. So I've seen a lot of interesting companies presenting their newest ideas on apps on also on faster connectivity, on more energy efficient connectivity. I see a lot of good energy from the vendors in bringing this to Europe.
Wonderful, and hopefully not the hardest question you'll be asked all day, but if you had to describe Broadband World Forum in just 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Well, 3 words would be relevant, insightful, and for a tech geek like me, I think it's fun.
Fantastic. Relevant, insightful, fun. What more could you ask for? Thank you very much, Lise.